Blessed day, everyone. Welcome to Pinoy Lakas Radio Streaming here in Norco. We're actually in the building of Veteran Affair, where Mr. Eric Betancourt is the head of this building.
Hello.
And I met him a couple of years ago. I can remember probably 3 years or 4 years.
That was like 4 years ago. Yes.
4 years ago,
Yes.
when my son actually get awarded, no?
Yes.
For outstanding veteran. And it was such an honor to be I witnessed that event because Mark doesn't even know when you guys are trying to introduce him, he was talking to us. And they make a mistake because they're supposed to be a surprise for him. And actually, in the big screen, they actually show his picture. And everybody, ooh, they said that because they said they're not supposed to show it until they call his name, right?
Yeah.
But actually, the projector show a
Show his
quick
picture
glance
first.
of his picture. But of course, Mark is so excited. He didn't even see his own picture on the screen, so he's still talking. And then when they announced his name, he didn't even hear it. And I was videotaping it, and I told him, Mark, what are you doing? They're calling you. And said, who? Mark is such a baby. You know, I'm telling you, he had a good heart.
Oh yeah.
When he talked to a kid, he's a kid. When he talked to the fellow Marine brother or anyone in the military, he's very tough and very attentive. But he put him in the desert. He will have a time of his life even by himself. He can find something he can do. He's just like me, And every day when he comes to school, he has something to tell us. He never lost things that the day that is boring to him. There's always something, a story to tell what he did,
Yes.
And he was so excited about you and all the people that in his class or people he just bumped in there, He's such a good person. I'm not saying this because Mark is my son, because I know him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Same thing with me. I've been working with veterans for over 10, 15 years, and Mark's definitely one of those who stood out. Everywhere he would go, he had a smile on his face. Like every time I think of Mark smiling. I really,
Yes.
really do. Not only that, but Mark was very genuine.
Yes.
He was such a nice person. Like, it was obvious how nice he was. He was different than any other person that I've known. So yeah, when Mark was here, he was well liked by everyone, even his music instructors, his music colleagues. He would come in our office and he would be like, "Yeah, Eric, I learned this new instrument or this new whatever." They use a bunch of music instruments over there. So yeah, definitely. And the reason I've been wanting you to come over here is because we have this here. As of 2010, we would have a Veteran of the Year every year, an outstanding veteran, someone who would do well for the community, do well educationally, and in 2018, 2019, Mark was awarded the Veteran of the Year, and we had this here. Basically, we've had it in our office. Him with the award, his picture.
Look at that smile.
Yes, Mr. Mark. Exactly the smile that I see. And then lastly, here's the degree that he was pursuing. So this is something that we had in the office and we wanted to give it to you as the mother of Marco, because this is something amazing, and Mark is an amazing person and continues to be an amazing person. So we wanted you to have this. Thank you, and thank you for, like I said, for being the mother of such a wonderful Marine, wonderful person, wonderful individual. And Mark is missed. But one thing I could tell you is that every time I think of Mark, I see that smile. I really do, every time.
I was just telling him that during his stem cell and chemo in Shuttleville, Washington, we went there. I'm having a hard time because the weather is so cold. Being a Filipino that raised in the climate weather, to me it's a shocking, you know. So I was chill all the time, and Mark never sleep. You know, I don't know how he does that. At night, he was writing everything what's going on during his chemo, the doctor's meeting, everything. If there's a new medicine, he's he's up to date. You know, he had his journal, and at the other side, he's always writing music. You know, he's making music. The day one, they heard about that. The day one that he made.
The one he made for you,
No, that's a going back.
Okay.
But this one is day one. His life story in Seattle, Washington.
Oh no, I haven't heard
It's
of it.
beautiful.
Okay.
It's really beautiful. He was with fellow veteran Eric right now, and they interviewed on Eric also in that video. I will send it to you.
Okay,
It's
yes,
beautiful.
definitely.
It's really beautiful, and I forget things, but he never. But the doctor expect that he will lose his memory
Oh,
because his
no.
brain is burning, you know.
No.
But you know what he was telling me when we were sitting with the doctor or nurses and explaining to us what's gonna happen after the first, you know, project that they doing for him for his stem cell, and he will do it. Are you listening? You paying attention? I said, Mark, we're not in the Marine. You gotta pay attention. You know, at the time, I'm always annoyed, and I was like, why is Mark doing this to me? And after that, every time he had a chance to talk to other military there that connected with him, they will come and tell me the story how good is Mark, how respectful is Mark, how nice
Oh,
is Mark.
yeah.
And I always think, is Mark ripping me off? Why is he so nice to people and not to me, right? I'm the one taking care of it. But you know what? Especially when he's gone, everybody start reaching out, and I see he's such a wonderful person that. But before that, actually, we were in the car. I almost jumped in the freeway. I was like so frustrated with him, and I said, "I'm gonna kill myself." I was like, "Why are you like that?" You know, he was telling me, "Mom, you're gonna calm down." I do this, Mom, because in front of other people, I need to be composed, and I need to pay attention, and I need to be, you know, be positive all the time. But even though I have pain, it's just inside me, and there's no other way I can express it to anybody except you. So I can pull my hair. Now I don't have hair to pull because he lost his hair, right?
Yeah.
He lost his hair. I don't have any hair to pull anymore. I can bang my head in the wall. I can scream and cry because you're my mom. You know, and I start crying.
Yeah.
And I start crying, and that it hit me. You know, that, look at, even today I was telling him, can you imagine, because we have a booster shot, and the effect is kind of like you're having cold. And I said, we complain about the ache, we complain about this, but Mark, every day in his life, he will dump his 18 pills to take. You know? You know how hard it is to your stomach, to your kidney, to your liver, and to your brain, you know? Because sometimes you take some pain medication, it's hurting your brain, you know, your head. And can you imagine that Mark will do that? And he couldn't breathe, so he had this little patty that he put in his nose, so it will clear out. Yeah, so you can, the passage will clear. Can you imagine he do that? How many years,
Yeah.
to do that? And it's still burning, and he will eat anything you give to him, even there's no taste. And he will say, so what do you think? Is it good? He's eating it just to have some strength.
Mm.
But actually he doesn't know what it tastes like. He couldn't even smell. So every day, every time I see something, and I said, oh my God, Mark suffers so much, but never complain.
Yeah, he never.
He never,
seen- never.
He will tell him, can I taste yours? Can I have a piece of your food, Rick? He will tell him that. We already all our food in the table, but if there's 5 people, he wanna taste everybody. Because now I'm thinking, maybe he's doing that because maybe he will get lucky that out of 5 he can taste it. Now
Yeah.
I'm understanding everything. Oh, it's so hard. And because he's so strong that he always tells me when he get diagnosed, like with COVID, he knows that I will freak out. But he's thinking about me, like he said, Mom, I want you to just pray for me because we're gonna make it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna beat this one. I'm gonna come home for Christmas. He was telling me that because he was diagnosed December 4. Last 15 day, it's gonna be my birthday.
Mm.
He got intubated on my birthday too.
Wow.
He didn't tell me.
Oh,
He didn't tell me because he's always protecting me, like I don't want to destroy my mom's day. It's her birthday. He tells that to his friend, his best friend. Because they write a letter, they send me the poem. It's just so much, like to realize, and he was even able to post it in Facebook. It was in the news. It was in the ABS-CBN news that I said his last post is on his mom's birthday to tell her
wow.
happy birthday.
Wow, it's giving me the chills just to,
Yeah, but the thing is that he said it's a very blessed day.
for you.
For a long time, for a year up to now, I always say, how can Mark say it's a blessed day? But I think Mark always think about whatever it is that comes his way is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And he never thought he's not gonna make it. He can feel it, that there's some danger, that he might not, but for him, he wants to come back, because there's so many things that he wants to do in his life. Because when I interview him, oh my God, that's why he said it's a totally things that came. It's not even in my expectation, because he was so excited. It's the Philandrum year, 2020 to 2020. We're both the same,
Mm-hmm.
So he said it's going to be a good year for us, Mom. We're going to go to the Philippines. We're going to travel. We're going to release my music.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gets signed up with the Viva recording, which is the biggest one. So, oh my God, I said, it was like November when I interviewed him. And lo and behold, the next month, he got contacted with COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I remember when Mark came into the office, he was going through his treatment. You could tell that, his body changed a little bit. But when I would talk to him, he would be positive the whole time. Big old
Yes.
smile the whole time. Just said, yeah, I have to go through this, but look at it in a positive aspect. So I do see what you mean, that he never complained about feeling sick. He's always positive. Always positive. And like I said, up to this day, when I always think of like nice people that I've met, Mark's definitely in the top 2, 3 all the time. He's such he's such a good person. I always say I always say people, they're still with us. So I always think of Marco still being with us. So he's still a great person. So, yeah, I wanted to present this to you because I thought it was beautiful, and I think it would be nice for you to have this.
It's a beautiful picture.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was with him in his graduation actually,
Mhm.
and
I remember you. I remember you being there. Yeah.
he was telling me, Mom, we got you a good seat. You're in the front, because you're so short, so you can see me.
Yes, and I remember also Mark. He would.
It's just extraordinary kid.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He wrote you a song. I do
Yes.
remember that. That's a
Do you have
beautiful
any
song.
Facebook? You're not allowed, huh?
No, I don't have Facebook. No, I don't have
But
Facebook.
you can look at the
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
send it to you. Maybe you can look at this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's giving me a goosebump because when I was with him, he's gonna perform with me because I'm a performer too.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I dance,
Okay.
And then I was in his music
So
video.
there's blood then, huh?
Yeah, it is in the. I was
Oh,
only 5
okay.
years old. I was already in the entertainment. And my dad is a boxer, singer too, like him.
Yeah.
And my mom,
Yeah,
she's-
Marky was a boxer, veteran, songwriter, rapper.
Mhm.
He was in a motorcycle
Oh,
club.
okay.
This guy was young, and
He's living his life.
he did so much stuff. I was
He
telling
did.
Mark, how do you do so much?
Mhm.
And I'm sure everybody tells you that. Like,
Yeah.
how is it that Mark did so much?
He's just like me and Aldo. I do everything. I do everything in my life because I know
Oh, he
that.
was even getting followed. I remember for a while, people he was having a reality show, so people were coming here filming him as well. So he also had his own reality show.
Mhm.
So it was like he's just like I said, he's an amazing person.
Those people that he met in the film is through me, like Catherine and Niba from Halo Halo, the one that filmed here.
Okay, she met him three. Okay.
Yeah, she met me through me.
Okay.
I gave him a pass to go to. I was Snoopy in Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the MC is Catherine Iniba from KTLA Channel 18, and she's my friend. And I told her, "Okay, my son is coming back from Iraq. Can you give him passes to come here in the show?" And then they give it to him.
Nice.
Yeah, after that, he was being in the entertainment already. I push him. He doesn't want to before. He just want to be a songwriter and not perform. He was telling me, I just want my music to be there, And his girlfriend actually told me, Mark doesn't really want to perform, but thank God that you push him. Because after 1, 2, 3, he feel comfortable and he enjoy it later on, We always have a problem with that he doesn't really want to be in the stage. Because he said, I don't really want to perform, Mom. I said, nobody can give life to your music except you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Richard were telling him, Mark, you have the voice as a rapper. Because Mark's voice is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't sing regular song like ballad, R&B. He can't do that. Because his tone is really strong. But when you do rap, oh my God, that's why when he got COVID and they said that he can't breathe anymore, and I said, how can a kid that can rap for 5, 6, and 10 minutes without breathing can breathe right now? I was so upset with all the things going on in the hospital.
Yeah.
There's so many controversial things that happen in the hospital, but Mark is quiet, He just say like, you know what, God has a way if He wants me to be okay, to get out from this. Even what happened to me, he fell a couple of times. And I said, why they did not give him a commode? Why does he have to go to the bathroom? Because they knew he could not even breathe anymore. Why they did not give him an extension of the oxygen that he can walk all the way to the bathroom? Why he had to walk without an oxygen And when he lost his breathing, he fell down, and he was telling that to his cousin. And his cousin told me, oh my God, I was so upset about it. And I said, why did not give you a commode? And if I did not say that, they wouldn't even think about it. I'm a nurse too. So I know that this is a protocol. Now I gave even the doctor is not there. The nurse reads their brain, okay? This kid, look at this, oh no more air. He needs to have extension on his oxygen that he can bring all the way to the bathroom, or just leave a commode there, because he said that people are so busy, and I couldn't blame them. Working in that veteran hospital before, I can see why, that they're so busy, so many patients, and I can blame the people are busy because so many patients. But I told Mike, that's their responsibility, is to attend who need it. It's don't feel that you are burdened today. That's where the pledge of all taken, that they're gonna take care of all the patients, not only you. So this is your responsibility to let them know what you needed too. So don't be embarrassed to talk about it. But Mark doesn't want to feel like he's a burden. And when we're doing the prayer every night for him, he was in the Zoom with us, and he couldn't breathe, and I can see it, and he was pulling his head up. So I had to call the nurse station, and I said, how come nobody's checking on my son? Because I see the beeping on the monitor. It's beeping, that's meaning he's losing his air. And I said, do you know that you are in the camera? What's going on there? You guys need to take care of that, because you're gonna be in trouble. You're not listening on the monitor that you can hear in the station. So they go there, and I said, put a pillow on his head so he doesn't raise the bed, and put a pillow on his head so he can live like this. He doesn't have to go like this by himself, because how hard it is straining your neck. Oh my God, just us as a normal person, we strain our neck to do that, And can you imagine, you can even breathe and you're doing that, And I have to tell them, raise his head and side him side to side. Because ask me, when I have a cold or flu, not just because you go on the side or go on the side you can breathe. There is a side or left or right that is more comfortable for you to breathe. But breathing on the side is more accurate than not laying on your back, But not when you lay on your right side, sometimes you can still breathe. But when you lay on the left side, you can breathe. So find which is comfortable, left or right, And ask the patient which way you can breathe better. Just because you will say, check the patient every 2 hours and change it to left or right, you cannot do that. Just say, okay, which side do you feel comfortable that you can breathe easier? You don't go on the book. There's a problem with all these people working in a hospital. They don't use their brain, You need to let that talk. Now, intubation is good, but it's bad because once you get intubated, the patient cannot talk anymore. Because the pumping of the air is, if it's too much for your lung, it's drowning you. And you cannot say like, oh, can you lower the pressure? Because you are intubated and the mouthpiece and the tubing is there already. While you're in a regular tubing of oxygen, you can still talk and communicate. So I think the intubation didn't really do well on him. Yes, to my opinion, because I work in a hospital myself, So actually, you can say it's okay. You can say because it's gonna part of the time. Because sometimes when people are not breathing, you have to have a saying. Yes is one blink, two is no is two blink. At least even though they cannot talk anymore, they can do this, Yeah, but nobody is teaching them, and I want to go there to help Mark. But they were so scared that